Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer was genuinely impressed with this electric bike, particularly its adaptability. Our reviewer highlighted the ease with which the seat and handlebars could be adjusted to accommodate various heights. Specifically, they mentioned that at 56, they found the riding position comfortable and natural. It felt like the bike was designed specifically for their height. What truly stood out, however, was the bike's versatility in fitting their 10-year-old son, who is tall for his age. This client appreciated that the bike could be adjusted low enough for him to comfortably stand while straddling it. Initially, they observed the pedaling motion seemed natural, but adjusting the seat height slightly ensured proper knee positioning. Both the reviewer and their son agreed that the bike felt like a normal bicycle without any awkward geometry, despite its adjustable nature. Beyond the fit, the reviewer praised the bike's power. They live on a hill and were pleased with how easily it propelled them uphill. However, they cautioned that the power might be overwhelming for younger riders, particularly their son, whose lighter weight seemed to cause the bike to accelerate quickly. They plan to supervise their son closely to ensure he becomes accustomed to the bike's power to prevent potential accidents. The reviewer also noted that this bike can reach speeds of 15 to 25 miles per hour. Furthermore, they found it to be surprisingly light and compact when folded. Overall, our reviewer was very happy with their purchase. The fact that it could comfortably fit both an adult and a child, making it a unique and valuable product, made it well worth the price.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer shares their experience with an electric bicycle, noting that while it has its strengths, there are some points to consider. As someone weighing 250 pounds, our reviewer finds that pedal assist is necessary on most inclines, and the maximum distance achieved on a single charge so far is about 5 miles with a 500-foot elevation gain. The battery life seems to deplete quickly, especially on hills, but partially recovers during downhill coasting. For local use, this client thinks it's probably adequate, but they wouldn't risk an off-road excursion without extra batteries, which are costly and heavy. One advantage is the 21-speed gear system, a significant improvement over the common 7-speed setups on similar e-bikes. The reviewer at 61 finds the bike sits high, contributing to a higher center of gravity. Weighing in at 50 pounds, the prospect of pedaling it without battery power is unappealing. Initially, there was difficulty in contacting the company to address concerns about the battery's performance. The reviewer suspected a potentially faulty battery, but finding replacements that fit precisely proved challenging. Update * later, the front forks developed a significant leak, and the company initially deemed it normal and denied warranty coverage. The reviewer also encountered issues with the bike's performance and a bent rear shock absorber. Frustration with email communication led them to try Facebook Messenger, which resulted in prompt and helpful customer service. Eventually, the company resolved all the issues, specifically with the front fork. Overall, our reviewer says the value this bike offers for its price is hard to beat, and the customer service experience, once resolved through Messenger, was excellent.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer initially had a bit of a rocky start with this electric bike. The assembly instructions left out some crucial details, particularly when it came to the wide tires. They arrived unseated and uninflated, a problem that the manual didn't address. Our reviewer, despite having experience with mountain bikes, ended up blowing out a tire and needing a replacement. Additionally, the disc brakes were initially too tight, causing them to scrape against the disc even when not engaged, requiring adjustment. Despite these initial assembly hurdles, our reviewer found the bike itself to be of good quality. They questioned the tire and tube sizes, feeling they were a bit too large and contributed to the seating issues. However, the bike proved surprisingly comfortable, especially considering the reviewer's back problems. The weight of the bike, while significant, was seen as a positive deterrent against theft. The manual pedaling experience was described as somewhat lacking, with limited gear choices. The robust chain system, while likely the reason for the limited gears, could be better. Overall, the reviewer found the bike fast and powerful despite its weight. They looked forward to using it more once the initial quirks were resolved. This client suggested that pre-mounting and inflating the tires and tubes at the factory would significantly improve the customer experience. Update: after resolving the initial issues, the reviewer had a much more positive experience. They managed to properly seat the inner tube by deflating, receding, and slowly inflating it, suggesting a slightly smaller tube size might be a better fit. The disc brakes were adjusted to eliminate scraping while maintaining good stopping power. The ride quality was described as incredibly smooth, the smoothest bike ride the reviewer had ever experienced, thanks to the long range of motion in the shocks. They noted that this smooth ride might be disorienting for experienced bikers due to the reduced road feedback.
And that's a wrap. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. Got questions? Let's chat in the comments. See you soon.